Now you can. Hi guys, how's it going? I hope everyone's having a fun day. I'm about to pull this up on Kick and see that it's working. And I'm about to pull this up. I only have an hour today because I have a ton of stuff I have to do for work, like real work. Not saying this isn't real work, but I have multiple businesses. So, bless your pea and heart. Why? Why are you doing this to me? I don't want this one. Sorry, I'm just making sure that these streams are working because my internet has been not going in and out, but unreliable as of late. So I just want to make sure that these things are still working. There's so much cat hair on my desk. It is unreal. It is unreal. I have to look at Restream. Restream. Chat. How goes it? How goes it? How goes it? How goes it? Gonna mute that. All right, so we have left off here. I need to get the rest of these edited. I need to trailblaze through them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put on Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Second date updates. Why is it restream? You need help because it's way past that. It's still sitting on the loading page. I don't know why. But I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna let you guys watch the chaos that is happening. Okay, cool. Get over there.
Because my son plays, and both actually our kids are friendly with each other, which is nice. But the other day at one of the games, we were getting along pretty well, and he was very forthcoming, and he asked me to dinner, and I was like, yeah.
He told us about your date, and he said that everything was great.
He said it was great?
Yeah, he thought it was fantastic. He did say at the end of the date he leaned in to try to kiss you, and you kind of turned your cheek. It didn't seem like you wanted to have a first date kiss.
I think that what happened during the dinner is we talked a little. We're both divorced, so naturally that's going to come up. And he sort of overshared.
Overshared about his divorce?
Yeah, about how the divorce happened, pretty much.
Why?
Oh, okay.
I mean, what would be oversharing?
Oversharing would be sharing the fact that he hooked up with his kid's nanny.
Whoa!
He hooked up with his kid's nanny, and that's why he got a divorce?
I mean, it was more than, like, hooked up. I guess they were together for some time.
Oh.
So he shared with you on your first date that the reason he had a divorce was because he was having an affair with the nanny.
Yeah, like a full-blown affair with a nanny.
Okay, well, that's
a bit of TMI, I think.
But a good reason for divorce, so at least he has that.
And he's honest?
I mean, he was a little bit, like, sort of, like, remorseful about it. And then this also kind of made me mad because he was doing that thing where he was like, well, you know, my wife was being a little withholding. She wasn't giving me the attention she used to. And I'm like,
oh, God.
Yeah, that's an excuse.
Yeah, it is. It's always an excuse. I mean, I bought some new shorts, and she didn't comment on my shorts, you know? So I was like, well, I'm just going to start banging the nanny. At least she likes my shorts.
Yeah, but here's what's crazy, and that I can't believe that he shared with me on a date. He was going to take all his kids to Disney, right?
Yeah.
And then I guess the mother found out about the affair. So they were like, well, we're not doing a family trip. And he said that he still went on the trip to Disney with the nanny.
What?
Ooh,
Wait,
weird.
no kids or kids with them?
It's your new mommy.
No kids. He took the nanny to Disneyland.
Oh,
Wow.
what?
So wait, okay, that's a lot of information on a first date.
Yeah.
I know.
It's a lot.
Yeah, especially, you know, when you're just starting to date somebody, you might have questions. If they got a divorce because they were having an affair with the nanny and then had a trip scheduled to Disneyland with their kids and everything else, but then blew that off to just take the nanny there, might raise a flag or two.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's crazy. I can't believe that he would think that any date would be going well if that is information that I'm getting.
Okay. But so, yeah, to look at the other side, though, like, he definitely overshared, but it was what was going on with his life, and at least he was honest about it.
I don't know. Like, I feel like he was trying to make excuses for himself, like, that he just sort of, like, fell into an affair with his children's nanny.
Excuse me, I have something to say here.
Oh.
I'm sure you do.
Wait,
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot to say.
what is going on right now?
Abby, that's Howard. He was actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What? I don't want to talk to him.
I think it's a little too late now.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah, I just got to jump in here. Abby, I really wish you would have told me that was an issue. I mean,
What? Who would that not be an issue for?
My kid's wrestling thing connected to my computer headphone or my headphones. So hold on, I gotta fix that. Because all I hear is wrestling right now. Remove the headphones off, baby. Give me it. Pause it. And then you go to settings. Go all the way over. Settings. Remember how we found it? Well, you found it. There. And then we're gonna turn off device. Here you go. Thank you, sir. I know. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. You guys heard my everything. I don't even know why I put it on BRB because you guys heard everything. But I could not hear anything because all I heard was wrestling. Here we
we were
go.
talking about our divorces. You were open. I was being open about it, and I was being truthful and honest. And, like, yeah, it was a mistake, but that was,
It was
like,
a
a long time ago. That was
a
nearly 2 years ago.
mistake. Wait. Howard, you told me that you guys were involved for 6 months. That's a relationship as far as I'm concerned.
I don't think you understand, though. Yes, it was a mistake, but she's really hot.
What?
Well, there you go. I mean, yeah, that's fine then, right?
Yeah. No
Sure.
wonder you're a man who can't control his urges.
And I already told you that my marriage was not going very well. It was already falling apart, and she was there.
I don't need any convincing. I mean, she sounds really hot.
Oh, he's the
Yeah.
victim.
Dude, oh my God, Howard, I was all for like second chances for you, but you don't sound like you even understand what you did.
Yeah.
Wait, guys, you're not getting the best part of everything. She still works for him, this nanny.
Oh,
Wait, what?
Howard, the nanny that you had an affair with is still your nanny?
Yes, she is really, really great with the kids, but we are
There
not
are
together.
many people that could be great with kids.
Oh my God.
Holy
I had to pick my jaw up off the floor. I could not believe that.
Can you please let me finish? Please. It is no longer a thing. She works for me, and she is in her own thing, her own relationship, and I am not a part of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I really don't think it's going to happen again.
You don't think?
You don't think it's going to happen again, but she is hot, so
And she
could
I'm
maybe.
pretty sure that's why she's still on the payroll, just in case she comes around again, right?
Oh.
Oh my God.
You don't understand how hard it is to find good childcare, and I'm not just going to fire her because I happen to have had a relationship with her for 6 months.
Oh my God. I think the nanny sleeping with the husband disqualifies her
Yeah.
as good childcare.
Yeah.
Like that is,
That's good
she's
parent
out.
care.
Whatever. I'm not firing her. I mean, she's good at her job. She's good with the kids. I'm not getting rid of her. And besides, like, Abby, I'm only interested in a relationship with you. That's it.
Oh, that's romantic. That is romantic. Abby,
Very trustworthy.
would you like to go on a second date with Howard? We'll pay for it.
No.
Are you crazy?
Did you just hear that romantic comment, though? Listen, I used to bang my nanny for 6 months, but you're the one I want. It's pretty nice.
Maybe instead of talking to me about a second date, you should call up your nanny.
Oh.
I told you, her and I are over, and it was her choice, and I respect that.
It was
Yeah.
So you're not even the one that ended it.
You were dumped by the nanny.
Abby, are you sure? Because I think you're missing out on this one, man. I really
bachelor
do.
here.
Totally. Yep.
So you don't want to go out with Howard again?
Hey, Howard, I do not want to go out with you again, nor do I want to sit with you at any Little League game in the future either, okay?
Okay, let's keep our kids out of this, all right?
Oh, yeah.
You're being
Yeah,
unfair.
you are being a little unfair. I think he should be able to sit next to you.
Listen, this whole thing got out of hand. I just want you to be able to meet this nanny and be able
Why would I meet her?
to square that away.
Okay, so
Why would I meet her?
Because then you could understand how hot she was.
exactly.
Okay, I got it, yeah.
Hello?
Hi, is this Kelly?
Yes, it is.
Hey, Kelly, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay. I'm good. What's going on with you?
Not much, just doing a radio show and thought we'd call you.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. You said you're with a radio show, and what do you need?
Yes. Brooke and Jubal in the morning. That's the name of the show. And we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after that date, they can email us to get you on the phone and find out what happened. So we got an email about you from one of our listeners.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, huh?
We did.
From who?
His name is Jake.
Oh, him?
Yes, him. The dude you went to like a jazz club with?
Yeah.
Yeah. He emailed us, told us that he really liked going out with you, told us about your date, and he also said that it seems like you don't want to go out with him again, so he wants to know why.
Okay, you said it seems like I don't want to go out with him again. I'm going to clarify and say that I don't want to go out with him again.
Oh, that's a strong sentiment.
Okay. Can you tell us why?
You know, it was just a really disappointing night. I was really optimistic.
Were you hoping he would have played a trumpet with his butt?
What? That doesn't make any sense to
He has
her.
no idea what that means.
Yeah, don't worry about that comment. Anyway, why was it disappointing?
Okay, I don't know what you guys know, but we went to a jazz bar, and
Yeah, he told us that. He said you guys couldn't talk because there was like a no talking policy, so he wrote notes. And he thought that that actually was a good thing. Like you guys bonded over that and thought it was funny and stuff.
totally. It was, I mean, that was really fun. It was really cute. And then, you know, I was feeling good about the night, about him, and then we went back to his place, and he made me a drink, and then he wanted to give me a grand tour of his place.
Uh-oh. Does he have something creepy in his house? We've heard that a lot on these second dates.
So, I mean, he kind of took me around to, like, the normal stuff, you know, like the kitchen, living room, whatever, showing me the place. And then we went into this one room, and there were glowing sticker stars on the ceiling, and there were trophies on the wall, and there were bunk beds. And I thought, oh, my God, like, do you have a kid?
Right.
And he said no, and started laughing and said that it was his room and that him and his roommate sleep in bunk beds because they want to save money because rent is expensive. And it's not only him and his roommate in the bunk bed, but the whole apartment, which is a one-bedroom, by the way, houses 4 people.
What?
And some of the other people are sleeping on, like, a pull-out couch or on an air mattress because they all want to save money.
Well, I mean, you kind of got to understand that. Like, rent is insane. That seems pretty extreme, but...
Right. I mean, like, I'm all about, you know, finding ways to save your money, but I don't know if this is the right fit for me.
You're not trying to date a dude with bunk beds that stares at glowing stars on his ceiling?
And, this is the other thing, is that he said, oh, well, my roommates aren't going to be back for another hour, so we can do stuff.
Did he mean, like, obviously you think he was implying sexual stuff?
I mean, most likely, but...
Who knows? He's got bunk beds and stars on his ceilings. He might have meant Legos. He might have bought a new Lego city or something you guys could have built.
Yeah. I mean, it's just not the type of man that I see myself dating, because this apparently is a man-child, 12-year-old bedroom.
How do you know? I mean, okay, the stars are one thing, but what if he's just really good with money and he's budgeting and he's saving for something? Like, I don't know, I feel like you're passing a lot of judgment.
I mean, I have priorities, and I think dating someone who's sleeping on a bunk bed with his roommate underneath, like, I'm not really trying to spend the night over there.
Yeah.
So, but
He
don't
could be
you
a
have
secret millionaire.
Yeah. I mean,
You know?
like, Jubal's right. Like, don't you have a place that you can bring him back to?
Sure, but I also like going to other places. Like, you know, like all the other men I've dated at least have their own room, let alone their own bed.
Well, he has his own bed.
It's just on top of another.
Yeah, it's just
another person.
Yeah, it's on top of his buddy's bed.
Yeah, I'm not into it, so I don't really know what else to tell you.
Well,
Yeah.
I think you told us everything you need to tell us. I do need to tell you something, though. Jake is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
No, he's not.
Yep, he is. Jake, you there?
Yeah. Hey, I don't get it.
Hi,
Are you serious? Like, are you judging me for?
dude.
I
Sorry.
want to save money. I live in this bachelor pad with roommates. It's how we, get by.
Yo, I don't know if I would call this a bachelor pad. Your bunk bed has a slide.
Dude, that's kind of awesome. Sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah, it's totally awesome. You didn't even go down it once. Just because we're older doesn't mean that we can't have fun in our own room.
Jake, that's a kid thing. They have those bunk beds with slides. As an adult man, you should have a more appropriate bed.
Well, I mean, if you need me to take the slide off, I totally can. It's easy. It's just plastic.
Yeah, that's not what I meant.
The bunk bed is a really great idea. We can stay in one room. Past girlfriends I've had actually like it because it, we actually have to sleep closer and cuddle. You know what I mean? And it's been really great.
So funny.
Yeah, cuddling with you, me, and then your roommate below us.
But my roommate is a really heavy sleeper. He won't wake up for anything.
Yeah. You can go up and down that slide all night long. He won't even know.
I I didn't even talk to you when I was there about the whole star thing on your ceiling. Like, what is that even for?
I'm on the top bunk. It helps me read at night.
What do you mean it helps you read?
Yeah, it glows like for the first hour after I turn off the lights, and I can still read.
Those are not bright enough to read by. Nice try, though. That was a good try.
Okay, so what? I think they're cool looking.
Yeah, there we go. There's the answer.
I just think that I should be judged on the time that we had and the connection that we had on that night, and not on just like a piece of furniture that I have.
Yeah, he still saved up his allowance so you guys could go to that jazz club. Right, Kelly?
I mean, you've got to understand from her point of view. I don't think it's necessarily just about the furniture. It's that, like, you're sharing a room with a dude still.
Here's the thing. I've been saving a lot of money doing this, and I have goals what to do with that money. I'm actually going to buy a condo in the next 5 years.
So there you go, Kelly. Like, he's not going to permanently be living in that bunk bed. I mean, the bunk bed might go to the condo, but who knows? But, like...
So, Jake, you're telling me that I should trust you because you're saving money to buy a condo that maybe you'll get in 5 years.
Exactly. It's going to be a really nice condo, too.
How many roommates will you have in your condo?
Hopefully just one. Hopefully it's going to be you, Kelly.
All right. Well, Kelly, would you like to go out on a second date with Jake? We will pay for it. And who knows, one day you could be living in a condo with Jake, with a bunk bed, with a slide.
I'm going to decline this one, but thank you so much.
Are you sure?
Not even a second chance?
There are some things that I prioritize in my dating life, and bunk beds is not one of them.
Okay.
I guess I don't want to go out with someone who's going to just judge me for the furniture I have in my house.
Sorry, I'm judging you, and honestly, I think that the rest of the girls that you're going to meet in the rest of your life are going to judge you as well, and that's just kind of how it is.
Ouch, burn.
Sorry, Jake. No second date. But hey, one day you'll have that condo. And
I
then,
will.
Yeah, you will. And when you get the condo, ditch the bunk bed, all right?
Yeah.
I guess note taken.
Go with the race car bed for that one. It's your own bed.
That's what I'm talking about.
I had a call from my doctor, so give me 1 second. I mean, where would I be going for the community care? I know that my family go to an orthopedic specialist in Orlando. I just don't know which one it is. Yes. 1 second. Let me text my mother-in-law after. There's one in Orange City, Florida. I think it's Ben Thomason. I think it's Thomason was the name. Orthopedic specialist in Orange City. Oh my God, I can't find it. Orthopedic specialist, Orange City. Um, it's attached to the hospital. I don't remember. Florida Orthopedic Associate. I believe that's what it is. Florida Orthopedic Associate in Orange City. So it's 1053 Medical Center Drive. Second, let me pull that. Affiliate. So. Oh. All right. Yep. Correct. Correct. I was taking care of Doctor because it's accident.
Will.
Yeah, you will. And when you get the condo, ditch the bunk bed, all right?
Yeah.
I guess note taken.
Go with the race car bed for that one. It's your own bed.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not gay.
It's like an opposite.
Guys,
Yeah.
don't laugh at him.
Hello.
Hi, is this Amanda?
Yeah. Hi. Who's this?
Hey, Amanda, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
Are you familiar at all?
I think I've heard of it before, but I don't listen to the radio very much, to be honest.
No, that's fine. That's how we like it. We like people who have just heard of it and not listened, so that you don't really know how to judge us. You know what I mean? Like, we prefer people just kind of know of us, but
just
don't
know our
really
name.
actually actively listen to our show. So it's nice to meet you, Amanda.
Yeah, you too. Can I ask why you're calling me?
No.
Yes, of course you can. Yes.
Know my name.
Yeah, that's all. I just want to see if you were familiar at all with us. No, Amanda, I'm calling you because we got an email about you from somebody who listens to our show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his name is Dan.
Wrong one.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
from
and
Tinder.
yeah, you went on a date with Dan,
Uh-huh.
but now you're not talking to him, and he's wondering why.
Is this like a normal thing you guys do?
Yeah, it is. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then blow them off, they can email us to call you and figure out what happened, and that's why Dan emailed us.
All right.
Did he maybe come across as ignorant, I guess you would say? He seemed really baffled by a lot of things, like Tinder and gay bars, and like maybe he said something that he shouldn't have.
No, we had a good time. He's a great guy, actually.
Oh, really?
Okay, so you had a good time. He was a great guy, but you don't want to talk to him anymore.
Yeah.
Why?
Come on.
That doesn't give us a lot.
I mean, it's kind of weird to tell you guys about it.
Can you? And not even us. Can you tell us so that we can tell him? Because he's the one that's really curious.
I mean, I'd rather you not tell him.
Why? Is it something that he did?
Kind of. All right. I'll just, I don't know how much he told you guys, but we went to a gay bar, and some of my friends were there, a few gay friends, and they're 100% sure he's not straight.
Oh, really?
Really?
Like all of them collectively thought that?
Yeah, and they're never wrong about this stuff.
Really? Okay.
gaydar, huh?
So you don't want to go out with him on another date because you think that he's not interested in you.
Or women.
Right.
Or, yeah, that's what I mean. Women in general.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed interested, and at the time I didn't actually think so, but the more I have been thinking about it since then, the more I agree with them, and I think he's probably gay.
Well,
I feel like if he is gay, he doesn't even know he's gay yet. Because
There it is.
Yeah.
he seems pretty oblivious to most
Girls.
things in life.
Yeah, that's what they were saying, is that he probably has no idea, but he was just way too comfortable. Like, he said it was the first time he's been to a gay bar, but he was like
He was way
singing
too
and dancing and like
Because
I
yeah,
don't
but
know.
don't
they
you
said-
think maybe he was just cutting loose? Like,
He did say,
I don't dance at normal bars, but anytime I've been to a gay bar for some reason, the dancing takes over. Then I'll get hammered and dance. I don't know why.
and he did say that he had felt more open and comfortable there than he
Oh, he did say that.
has
Yeah.
maybe ever.
Like free.
Yeah, at the time I just thought he was having fun and like we were having a fun time together, but like for example, my gay friends pointed out like he was in the bathroom grooming his hair and like just being really meticulous about it. Obviously I didn't see that, but they were telling me about it, and they were saying like his mannerisms are like kind of stereotypically gay or effeminate, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, it sounds like they're even playing
Heterosexual.
into the gay stereotype at this
Yeah.
point, you know?
Yeah, I know it sounds like stereotyping, but like they were very insistent that they are all in agreement he is not straight.
Wow.
Every single one of your gay friends thinks this dude is gay.
Dang.
They're
Yeah, there were
wrong?
like
What if they're all wrong?
5 of my friends there, 5 gay guys I know who all agree.
Why wouldn't you go out on another date with them and just, I don't know,
Find
test
out.
the waters? Yeah.
I just don't want to get involved if he's like discovering something about himself. I don't want to complicate that any more than it already is.
You know what? We talked to him, and he did sound like he was discovering a lot of things.
Yeah,
Like the way that he
everything.
even talked about being there, he was like, I felt the most free. So I mean, I don't know if I can necessarily argue with you. Maybe he is, but you don't want to go out with him again just in case he's all of a sudden realizing that he might be gay.
He's a great guy and we could be friends, but I just don't want to get romantically involved with him right now, you know?
Well, maybe you can talk to him about being his friend because he's actually on the phone right now listening and wants to talk to you.
Hey, Amanda.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Dan. I did not know you were listening.
Yeah, I'm a little confused here.
I think so. I think that's the whole point of the phone call, Dan.
No, I mean, Amanda, I don't know how to say this, but I'm not gay.
It's like an opposite.
Guys,
Yeah.
don't laugh at him.
Amanda, I think your friends are mistaken. I think they're the ones that are a little confused because I'm super straight. Like
Super duper.
Look, Dan, I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to call you out or out you on the radio, but I just am going by what my friend said.
your friends were so cool. Like I would trust them also, but not about this. Like we like totally hit it off. And I mean, if I was gay, would we have like that kiss was that kiss kind of rocked,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Yeah, I mean, but gay guys can kiss well too. That doesn't mean anything.
Right, but they usually kiss guys well.
I mean, Amanda, I will say, I don't think that you're being fair. Like, he's saying he is attracted to you, and that's all that matters. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, even if down the road he's attracted to men, right now he's attracted to you.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm not attracted to men, so I'm not gonna like become attracted to men.
Oh, what about my friend with the tattoo? You were like holding his arm, like admiring his tattoo for, I don't know, like 5 full minutes.
Whoa.
The ink work on his arm is spectacular. The shadowing is amazing. Look, I've been wanting to get like a really rad tribal for a while, and Charlie's work was amazing.
Really rad tribal. I don't think he's gay.
No.
Amanda, you had a good time with him. You had fun. You guys shared a great kiss. I feel like you're letting your friends ruin something that could be really cool.
Yeah, who knows?
Like I said, he's saying he's attracted to you, and he likes tattoos.
One of them said, "Shantae, you stay." And look, I don't know what that means, but I was like, I'm cool. I'm going to hang out.
Okay. Sounds what I have no idea what you just said, Dan, or we're even trying to explain. But Amanda, will you go out on a second date with Dan? We'll pay for it. He's telling you that he's not gay, even though your friends say he is.
I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
I'm not gay.
You don't have to keep saying it, bro.
I guess if you guys are paying for it, I'd be open to that. We can hang out. But I feel like I'm going to need some convincing that you're actually not gay.
Oh.
I am so down to convince you that I don't
Oh.
want to be with a man, but I want to like hang out with you.
What?
Wait, what?
It's not convincing.
Yeah. I'm
not
not
very
convinced, but hopefully,
convincing.
Amanda, you'll be convinced. Congratulations, Dan. You got a second date.
Shantae, you stay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Shantae, you
yes,
stay.
Shantae.
Congratulations.
Hello,
Hi, may I speak to Angela?
I wish I had the beginning of these.
this is she. Who's calling?
Hey, Angela, how are you? This is Jubal from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I wish I had the beginning.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
How are you? Have you heard of the show before?
Maybe. Why are you calling?
Well, I'm calling you today because we do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not wanting to see them again, they can email us to get you on the phone and ask why.
Okay.
Okay? And
Right?
we got an email about you from a dude named Danny.
Okay.
And Danny told us about your date. He said that he
Very
thought you guys had a good time, but now it's kind of obvious that you don't want to see him again, and he's wondering if he did something wrong.
Yes.
What did he tell you?
Well, he did tell us that he was late
Like
for
really
the day.
late.
He thought maybe that was a problem. But he also said everything seemed fine. I mean, other than just the standard, hey, we met for drinks, it was fun type of stuff.
That's it.
I take it there's something else he should have told us.
I mean, it was a weird night.
Okay.
All
he
of
didn't
it?
He didn't really mention anything that sounded weird to us. It sounded pretty normal.
Normal.
Okay.
Maybe how about you describe your date with Danny then?
It was fine. The kind of like funny weird thing is that we hugged when he got there, and then he like kept talking about it.
Yeah.
About the hug.
I'll be honest, he told us about that too, and he was really pumped about the hug you guys shared.
He'll never forget it.
But it didn't sound weird to me.
Oh, well, like I'm dating, right? Like I met this guy in an app. I don't know him. I'm always like on alert for weirdos. And he hugged me, and then throughout the night, he hugged our server. He hugged this random guy at the bar, and
No way.
I think he hugged the valet guy.
Oh,
What?
Danny's a hugger, is what you're
does he
saying.
not know how to shake hands? Like,
Yeah, he hugged a few people. He's just like a big hug guy.
And does he say like, hey, give me a hug, or does he just go in without the
Okay.
announcement?
Usually he just goes in, just kind of like opens his arms and like starts to grab you.
Throws the vibe out.
So he was just like hugging everybody that walked by.
I mean, he would like say a few things to them first, but yeah. And I'm like, anyone who hugs the server, like, that's weird.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's only weird if people's reactions were weird. How did people take it?
I think the valet guy was like super not into it, but
Yeah. I bet you valet guys don't get enough hugs, actually.
That's probably true. You need so many a day, and they're just not loved enough.
You didn't know what to do.
he was just like so confused. But the guy at the bar was drunk and the server was nice, so that like wasn't a big deal, I guess. But the weirdest part, actually, I'm remembering when he would hug me, he would like moan a little bit.
What?
Oh, no.
How?
What?
Like,
Like, it felt so good.
Oh, he's just like, I mean, no.
All right.
I'm pretty sure he did it with every hug. That's like what he does when he hugs.
I'm just like,
Okay.
Oh, you
I
smell
could-
so good.
It's a hard no.
I feel like I may moan
I
when
know, I was
I hug.
just
Like,
thinking
now
that,
I'm
like,
like, I think I
hard
do
no.
that. I think I do that too.
Hard
To a
no.
valet guy?
I don't know.
Yeah,
A
no, that's a
valet.
valet
I've
guy.
heard a lot of people, not a valet guy, but I'm not fancy enough for valet very often, so.
Yeah, it's just
If I
a
were
weird,
fancy enough for
funny
valet, I
night.
think I
All
would
right.
hug
Well,
him like
thank you
that,
for
too.
explaining that. I appreciate that.
you.
Also, another thing weird is that he's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. That's weird, too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he's still on the line. Are you still there, Danny?
Yeah, I'm here.
Need a hug?
Oh, Danny.
I bet he does.
Angela, is my
Right.
hugging really the reason why you didn't want to set up a second date?
You know what? You're like the sweetest, but I'm sorry, it's just not a match.
Oh.
No, I mean, look, I'm sorry if I weirded you out, but just so you know, like, I was born and raised a hugger. My family hugs, and like that's just our thing. Like, so, like some people talk, and some people send letters, and some people give gifts, and we hug. I hug. I speak through hugs, and like,
Speak to us.
I get it. Like, you kind of feel like I'm a weirdo, but I just want you to know, like, you're an amazing hugger. And, like, even just because you weren't raised that way doesn't mean that, like, you can't still be this incredible hugger that you are.
He sees your hugging potential.
What's happening?
Yeah. He's like, let me teach you.
Danny, this sounds like more than just something you do. It sounds like your
It's a
lifestyle.
religion?
I mean, hugging is important. Hugging is, like, a beautiful connection between people. And, Angela, that's what I felt like we had the other night. And, like, I get it. Not everyone is a big hugger. But, like, the way that your arms went under my arms, that fit perfectly. And, like, it wasn't like I was hugging a stranger. It was like someone I've known my entire life.
Aww.
You know, it was like hugging a family member.
Yeah, I would have left that part out, Danny.
But not in a weird way. Not like that. You know what I mean? Like,
You made it weird.
okay, obviously this is not going well.
I mean, you are so sweet, but I'm not into hugs like you, man.
But Angela, I mean, he sounds like a nice guy. He sounds like
Yeah, for sure.
he's not creepy. He didn't creep you out. I mean, if anything, you were just uncomfortable with, I don't know, maybe too many hugs for the valet or something. But
I mean, yeah, it was a little weird.
yeah.
Well, I get it. I get it. You know, it's fine. But Angela, just know, like, what's amazing not just about your hugs is that they're amazing, is that you're an amazing hugger and you don't even know it.
Wow. That's a nice compliment, Angela.
Kind of cute.
Oh my
Angela.
God, I rejected him and he complimented me. Like,
Yeah.
thank you.
Well, that's because you don't realize how good of a hugger you are. That's the problem.
Wow.
Danny would like to
Now
show
I know.
you. So would you like to go on a second date with Danny? We'll pay for it.
No.
Oh, really? I
that's-
thought for sure you'd give him another chance. What if he calmed down the hugs?
You know what? I think there's someone out there that is going to love hugs and love Danny.
Okay.
Aw.
But, you know, Danny, like, I'm down to be your friend if you want to, like, text me and, like, hang out in that way. Like, I don't know if you are down for that, but.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's better than nothing. Do you think we could still hug?
Oh, wow.
that's a
Hey,
real question.
come on now.
Danny.
She just offered to be friends. Don't go in for that. Can we be friends that hug once in a while, too? You know, that never ends up good. It usually ruins friendships.
Yeah, hugs with benefits.
right, well-
We'll see. We'll take it one hug at a time.
All right, well, just know that I'm giving you a virtual hug over the airwaves right
Oh.
Oh,
now.
wow.
I can feel it.
Oh, yeah, it's
my
hot.
God.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Emma.
This is Emma.
Emma, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
If I ever heard his name. I
Have you
would
ever heard a
just
second
stop.
date before?
No, I'm not really in the car at that time, so.
Okay. No, that's cool. It's all good. Well, you are about to be the star of a second date, so that's exciting.
What does that mean?
That means that you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners, and he liked you a lot. So he wanted me to call you, see if I could get you on the phone, and ask why you've been blowing him off since you guys went out.
Okay, who told you that?
His name is Dave.
Oh.
You know Dave. You used to work with Dave. We've talked to him, and he's a very nice guy. But he's just curious if he did something wrong on your date, and that's why you've been kind of blowing him off, giving him the busy excuse.
He's a really nice guy, but I really didn't even know we were going out on a date.
Oh, did you think it was a friendship thing?
Well, yeah, because we worked together for many years. He's always so sweet to me. He'd always bring me coffee from the break room, and when I told him I was leaving, he looked really upset. And so I thought we'd hang out as coworkers since I was leaving. You know how people do that when people leave a job.
Yeah, for sure.
And I thought that's what he meant, and I thought that's what we were doing until the day of, and he was insisting on picking me up, which was a red flag where I was like, oh no, I think he thinks this is a date.
Let me ask you a question, Emma. When we talked to Dave, he said he had a crush on you the whole time he was working with you. Did you know that he had a crush on you, or was that when it became obvious?
I mean, I could tell, but I still thought it was just a friendly, we don't have that kind of romantic vibe at all as far as I could see, even though he had a crush on me.
Didn't he tell you, though, when he asked you out, I've been wanting to do this since the day I saw you?
He was kind of mumbling. I really wasn't sure. Sometimes it's hard to understand what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But, I really thought it was a hangout until, he insisted on picking me up at my house. And then he showed up with, a dozen red roses. And so I was like, oh, no, he definitely thought it was a date.
Still could have been a work hangout at that point. I give all of my coworkers roses all the time.
Jose loves it.
So at that point you knew it was more than just a coworker.
My neighbor's mowing.
100% knew. Again, he is a really sweet person, and he was actually the nicest to me at my job out of anyone for the whole time I worked there.
He sounds like a really nice guy.
Yeah, he does.
We've talked to him a little bit about your date, that you don't think it should have been a date, but did you enjoy it?
It was so awkward, you guys. It was he had the waitress put his plate on the same side as me, so instead of sitting across two regular people, he sat right next to me.
All right, some people do that, though.
I know him from being a coworker, and he's always kind of mumbly and nervous and awkward, but I wanted to let him down easy kind of thing, without hurting his feelings, but I've never seen him so nervous.
Oh, no.
Probably because he likes you.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I guess so.
I mean, if you were to step back and try to see him in a romantic light, could you? No.
He's not the kind of guy I am attracted to generally, so...
I bet you he's a stallion in the bedroom, Emma. You ever think about that? No.
No, I don't think so.
Well, would you be willing to at least tell him the reason why you've been kind of blowing him off, instead of just saying that you're busy? Just let him know, hey, you're not really my type.
I think that would be really awkward because...
I do too, Emma, and that's why I want to make it happen, because Dave is actually on the phone listening right now.
No, are you serious?
Yep. Dave, you there?
Hey.
Hey, man. How you feeling?
Good, I guess.
Why don't you say hi to Emma?
Hey, Emma.
Hi, Dave. Did you hear that?
Yeah. It's okay.
I'm really
though.
sorry, and I just know that there is a girl out there for you because you are a really nice guy, and I just am not that girl for you, but you are. I really liked working with you all that time, and I don't want you, to get your feelings hurt,
But here, I know I am a little nervous at first, but I mean, I could become the man you want me to be.
Yeah, I don't think so, Dave. I mean, there's a lot of girls out there, and I think you should keep trying, to maybe find someone that's a better fit for you.
Dave, are you okay, man?
Yeah.
Do you feel like she's making the wrong decision here?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't do this if I didn't really like her. And Emma, I go out on one more date with me. I promise you, I won't be awkward like you said.
Dave, I did have a nice time on our date, and I think we really do get along. It's just that you're so nervous, and you just seem to have so many anxieties that I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know. I'm nervous, but this is just because I care about something so much that, this comes up. But,
and this is how
we always got along great, didn't we?
I mean, we did get along really well.
And you are you are a good-looking guy.
Really? You think I'm really good looking?
Well, yeah. I mean, you are. You're just, a little nervous, but you are good-looking. You have a really, handsome face.
See, Dave, you hear that? You're sexy.
Yeah.
Well, this is awesome.
That's the way I feel when a girl calls me good looking too, man. Dave, what do you keep doing?
I'm just breathing.
Okay. Emma, what do you think?
I don't know.
Sure, he's just breathing.
Hold on a second. Dave.
Yeah.
What are you doing,
You
dude? You're making
sorry,
so
yeah,
much
yeah.
noise.
I'll stop.
No,
What are you doing, though? Like, why are you making so much noise?
It's a paper bag.
You're breathing into a paper bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
But here, I'll put it down.
Yeah, put the paper bag down for a second if you can, all right?
Dave.
Emma, would you like to go out on a second date with Dave? I will pay for it. Give him one more shot. He sounds like a great guy. He'll leave the paper bag at home so he won't be making so much noise.
I mean,
Poor guy.
I would say this, that of, all the guys I've ever dated, Dave is definitely, probably the sweetest and most caring and considerate and nicest. He may not be polished,
these are
a little bit
setups.
rough around the edges, but I know he would go to the ends of the earth for me, so...
Well, then why not go out with him again? The ends of the earth for you?
I feel like that's a setup.
That sounds like somebody I'd want to spend some time with.
Yeah, I would. I really like you.
Okay. I will go out on a date with you, Dave.
There you go. Congratulations, Dave.
All that.
Dave.
All that.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You got a second date.
He's over here with a paper bag.
You gonna be okay?
Oh, Dave.
Dave, are you breathing into the bag again, Dave?
Paper bag.
Well, now it's some excitement, man.
All right, then keep breathing into the bag then.
Hello?
Hi, is this AJ?
Yeah, who's calling?
What's up, man? How are you? This is Jubal from
starts
Brooke and
again?
Jubal in the morning.
I don't know what that is.
It's a radio show. It's called Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Oh, okay. Why are you calling me?
That is a good question. I'm calling you because we actually got an email from one of our listeners about you.
Wait, like me specifically? Like, you sure it's the right AJ?
I'm pretty sure it's the right AJ. Is this the AJ that went out on a date to Panera Bread with a girl named Deanna the other day?
Yeah?
Yeah. Yep, that's why we're calling.
But do you know that from the email? How do you know that?
I know that because we do a segment on our show. It's called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask what happened. So Deanna emailed us because she told us you hung out, went to Panera Bread, and you were supposed to pick her up to go to a party, but you never texted her.
That's kind of weird. She emailed a radio station about our date?
Yep.
I think it's more weird that you left her just stranded, man. Why would you commit to something and then not follow through? Even if you weren't going to go to the party with her, why wouldn't you just shoot her a text and say, hey, I'm so sorry, it's not going to work out?
I'm not really comfortable talking about the details of our date on the radio.
Well, when you say the details of your date, it doesn't sound like you guys really did much.
Right, you were at Panera Bread.
Yeah, we talked and it was okay, but I don't want to air out her dirty laundry or anything, but it freaked me out a little.
She freaked you out? Well, all right, if you don't want to air out her dirty laundry, when we do this segment, everybody who agrees to do it knows that they might hear something that they don't want to hear. So she has agreed to have her dirty laundry aired.
You're 100% sure it's fine? I have class with this girl.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure it's fine. We've
what
done
with this girl?
thousands of these things at this point, but she knows that she could hear something that she might not want to hear.
He's in class?
Well, we were at Panera just chatting, regular date stuff, but then she mentions that this is her first date.
Like ever?
Yeah, first date ever.
What?
So what? She's in college. It's not like you're talking about a 45-year-old woman.
But still, what? What? How has she not been on a date?
Ever, yeah, I know. It's kind of surprising.
Something wrong.
No, there is not anything wrong. It could just be that either she didn't meet somebody, maybe she's been really shy, maybe no one's ever even asked her.
Do you know her excuse for that being her only first date, AJ?
I don't know if she has an excuse or not. It's just in my experience, I don't like going on dates with girls who've never been on a date before.
Why?
Well, from my experience, afterwards they get really clingy and attached. I guess they over-romanticize me or something. But, I'm in college. I'm not ready for that kind of commitment, and that much clinginess.
You say, in your experience, have you had a lot of first dates with people who have never had first dates before?
I mean, I guess back in high school, people are younger, don't really have that kind of stuff in their wheelhouse yet.
Okay, wait, hold up, though. I feel like you're throwing out a huge stereotype about people who are dating virgins, basically.
Well, actually, she could actually be a virgin, too, if she's never been on a date.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, don't go down that road.
You guys,
yeah,
for all we
no.
know, she's like 19 years old. Give these kids a break.
I'm just saying,
like,
don't be her first, because it's the worst. Like, it's not only worse in the moment, but then after you have to deal with the aftermath of being her first. It's not fun. I agree with you on that, AJ.
No, all of you. That is awful. AJ, what did she do on your date at Panera that made you think she was clingy, besides just telling you it was her first date?
Really nothing much. She was just seemed very excited for a first official date. And that just, gave me flashbacks to other first dates. And I was like, I don't know if I want to go down this road.
So why blow her off then? Why not, at least tell her that you weren't interested in seeing her again? Yeah.
Well, it was just a first date. If I had been dating her for a while, it would have been extra rude. But, once the semester's over, I might not see her again, so.
Wait, no, it's rude to begin with to make someone think that you have plans and then never follow through. That's rude.
Well, I can't text her after her first date ever and say, oh, well, cancel. That would crush her heart even more.
Crush her heart even more than making plans with her and then leaving her to sit home and wait for you?
I don't know. Maybe she thought I got into a car accident or something.
What? What kind of alternate asshole reality are you living in right now, AJ? You need to be respectful and kind with other people's hearts, and you're not doing that at all, man.
I really don't know what to say to her because I just don't want to hurt her feelings.
Oh, that
must AJ, I think we should give it a try. Don't you?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay, well, you better get sure because she's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Wait, what? She's on the other line?
Yep, she's there. Deanna, are you there?
Hey.
Oh, hi, hi, Deanna.
Hey, AJ. Yeah, I definitely heard everything you said.
Oh, well, at least you know how I feel. What? That's just my experience in the past,
Uh-huh. You think I'll send you 8,000 text messages or something after one date at Panera?
Potentially,
You really don't think very much of me, or it sounds like women and girls in general.
No, it's not anything like that. It's just my experience in the past with, girls that they're not as experienced, and then they kind of think a little too much of me right away.
So you think just because I haven't been on a date that I don't have experience?
To be honest, I just don't know you that well, so I just
made a lot of assumptions.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he did. He made a ton of assumptions.
Not having been on a date or been in a relationship actually means that I am much more independent than it sounds like you are.
I'm just in college, and I'm not really ready for something super serious, super quick, and meeting parents and all that stuff.
What?
It's just experience from my past.
You think that we're going to go to Panera and then I'm going to be like, hey, you need to meet my family? I mean, AJ, I like you. I thought we had a really good time, and it's really too bad that you actually have so many assumptions about women that you're clinging to, and that you can't be open to other options, and that somebody actually is really independent.
You see what you said right there? You said you like me after one date. Is that enough information to really know that you like somebody? I don't know.
See, Deanna, you're being a little too clingy saying that you like him just after one encounter,
Totally. I mean, emotional intelligence is really clingy.
I am really not shocked that this dude was the dumbest dude in your study group.
Wait, what? What'd you say about me?
AJ, you were the one who wasn't getting it in the study group, and I was happy to hang out with you longer and make sure that you got it. And you did. You totally got it.
Oh, she's really proud of you.
Good job, buddy.
I'm not some idiot with drool coming out of his mouth or something.
Well, I didn't say that.
Another assumption.
Yeah, he kind of implied it. Oh, another assumption right there.
No, he was talking about you.
Yeah.
You didn't get that?
No, he didn't.
I definitely thought that I liked you, and I did. I thought we were having a good time, and I was really open to dating you some more. But honestly, after this conversation, I think I know more about you, and this is not going to work.
Well, let's make sure and ask officially. AJ, would you like to go on a second date with Deanna? We'll pay for it. I know she just said she doesn't want to, but I'm hoping that she'll change her mind if you say yes.
I feel like she got really worked up over just one date and one,
Oh my gosh,
missed
AJ.
text. I think
Do I sound worked up?
clingy, but that signs of clinginess right there, being so worked up.
How are you
So
still
no,
sticking to
I
that?
say no.
The clingy girl just denied you before you were even able to say no.
Yeah, well, it's mutual.
Okay. Well, sorry, Deanna. No second date, but it sounds like that you're okay with that.
Totally. AJ, I know your deal. Wish you the best of luck. Hope you don't make assumptions about women in the future, though.
Don't worry, Deanna. One day there'll be a guy that's cool with your whole deal.
Hello?
Hi, is Mark there?
Cool with your whole
Yeah, this is Mark.
deal.
Hey, Mark, how are you? My name is Jubal.
What does that even mean?
Oh, okay. Hi.
Mark, I don't know if you know who I am or not. I host a morning radio show. It's called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
What's going on?
Well, I'm actually calling you today because one of our listeners sent us an email about you.
Okay.
Her name is Denise, and you guys recently went salsa dancing together.
Whoa. What?
Yeah. It's a segment we do on our show. It's called The Second Date. So if somebody goes out on a date and then they get blown off, they ask us to get that person on the phone and ask why. So Denise wants to know why you're not calling her back.
Oh, my God. She called a radio station?
Yes, she did.
I knew this was a bad idea.
You knew what was a bad idea, going out with Denise?
Well, sort of. I feel guilty. There's just like really no future for she and I, I think.
Why do you say that?
Look, I'd really rather not like get into it, but if you talk to her or whatever, definitely tell her she's cool and great, but nothing's going to happen.
So you thought she was cool and great, but there's no future between you two, for sure.
Yeah.
Can you give me anything more than that?
I don't know.
You said just a second ago that you feel guilty.
Yeah, it's just that she's probably not the only girl that feels that way, and
What do you mean?
it's just that there have been a lot of sort of one and done kind of dates that I've been on recently with a bunch of different girls, and
So you're dating around a lot?
No.
What do you mean no? You just said that you're taking lots of girls out on dates and not calling any of them back. I mean, that's fine.
They're not dates. I mean, it's not like it's.
How is
what are
salsa
they,
dancing
then?
not a date? That sounds exactly like a date.
Well, even from the get-go, even beforehand, I don't plan on calling any of them back.
So why go on dates then?
They're not dates. I mean, they're not dates. I use the sites. Well, all right. Basically, I'm married.
What?
Whoa.
What did you just say?
I'm married. I'm very happily married.
You are not obviously very happily married if you're on a dating website going out on dates that you refuse to call dates.
I promise you that my wife and I are very much in love, and I'm not cheating. I don't kiss any of these girls. I don't hook up with them.
You just lonely or something, and you want companionship when your wife's at work or something? What's...
No. So my wife and I, our 5-year is coming up, right?
Your 5-year anniversary?
Yeah, our 5-year anniversary. So I had this whole idea that I wanted to do this big surprise for her where basically I've been going out and I've been taking dancing lessons with different women. And these girls are helping me practice, essentially. They're like dancing partners.
You are so full of crap, I can't even believe it. You're trying to tell us that you're just learning how to dance by being on a dating website.
It's kind of smart.
Yeah.
You're such a... Oh my God, I want to cuss so bad.
Honest to God, it's the truth. Look, I mean, I start talking to these girls, whatever. I only go with people that I think I would have a good time with. And then, we go out, we dance, and half the time I even tell them what I'm up to.
So why not tell everybody? Why not just go, hey, I need a partner to dance with because I want to learn to dance for my wife for our anniversary?
Yeah.
Because it's about my wife. It's not about bringing somebody else in on the thing. I'm not trying to include some girl in my 5-year thing.
Why are you on a dating
God, I'm
website?
so frustrated.
Because it's an easy way to meet people. It's people who are willing to go out and have fun.
It's smart.
They want to engage with somebody. And, I could put up some ad on Craigslist, but I might get some creep or some, weirdo.
What are you talking about? You can go to a dancing studio and they find a partner for you.
Well, I've been to classes before where they have an odd number of people, and I just end up standing in the corner, dancing by myself.
So would you say it's accurate that you're faking going on dates then?
No, because I don't think that there's anything that I'm doing on the date that is anything that would lead these girls to believe that there's a romantic thing.
Okay,
Yes, every person on a dating website thinks that there's going to be a romantic thing. That's why they're on the dating website, dude.
Look, I'm telling you, these girls have really fun times. I have a really fun time. I'm not a jerk. I don't treat them poorly. And in my opinion, I think what I'm doing is way better than what most of these guys are doing on these apps and on this stuff anyway, where they're just trying to get hookups. Like on my profile, too, it doesn't say I'm looking for a relationship. It says I'm just looking to have fun.
So what should I tell Denise then? Like, oh, hey.
Side note, what I'm about to edit has been approved by the model. This was just don't come at me.
Sorry, he's married.
If you're going to talk to her, I would hope that you would include that I thought she was really great, and I hope that she can, I'm sure she's going to find a really great guy because she was really cool.
Well, you could actually talk to her because she's actually on the phone listening.
Yeah, you are a liar and you're crazy.
Yeah.
You need mental health.
What is going on here?
Denise is actually on the phone listening, so she's heard this entire conversation.
What is going on?
Yeah, you used me.
Used you?
You made me believe that you were taking me out on a date. You made me believe that.
Well, if you think back on the conversation, I didn't allude to us dating or anything like that. There was never.
Are you kidding me? It's a dating website. Every conversation you have on a dating website is alluding to you dating. What do you think the point is? Just to be friends? Yeah, I don't just talk about hooking up with a guy the entire time. You're trying to get to know each other. There's so much more to it. You're crazy and you're a complete asshole. Thanks for ruining my dating experience.
Look, you are pinning this all on me, and this is not my fault, okay? If you had asked me at all, I would have been totally upfront with you. If you just said, hey, are you seeing other people? Are you, what's your deal? Are you married? I would have totally been yes, I am married. I love my wife.
Oh my God, it's so dumb.
That is ridiculous. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So dumb.
Yeah, well, other girls asked, and I told them, so.
So there you go.
What?
What are you going to tell your wife? That, oh, honey, just for you, I signed up for a dating website, and I have been going out with random women learning how to dance.
Well, I'll probably, won't tell her that part of it, but what I will say is that I took 4 months of dance classes for her. That I went and spent all this time and energy trying to do something romantic.
Hey, I have to ask the question no matter what. So, Mark, would you like to go out on a second date with Denise? We'll send you guys out again for another salsa dancing class or something.
I need to take more classes, so,
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
No, I'm not kidding. Now everything's out in the open, and it'd be, like friends going for a dance class.
Oh.
I think Denise would rather kill you.
I hope your wife leaves you, seriously.
Oh.
So is that a no?
Yeah, I think that's a very strong no, Mark. Thanks for your time, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck on your dance classes, okay? I hope your wife loves it.
Thank you. I think she will.
And Denise, there you go. That's why you're not getting a call back.
Well, I'm glad I found out, at least.
Well, you should have asked to begin with, apparently, Denise.
Apparently, yeah. From now on, I'm going to ask every date I go on, are you married? Are you just here to take some bullshit for your wife?
Yep, I think that's a good idea.
Hello,
Hi, I was looking for Bonnie.
this is Bonnie.
Hey, Bonnie, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
From a radio?
Yeah.
What?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, it's the name of a morning radio program.
Why?
Why? I don't
really
know.
good
That's just
question.
the name we gave it.
It
Why
seems
are we
simple.
calling you? Is that what you're wondering?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you were just wondering why we named it that. Calling you today because we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off after, they can email us and we'll get you on the phone and see if we can find out what happened. So you went out with a dude named Drew.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And Drew emailed us and told us a little bit about your date, that you guys met online, you talked a bunch, and you finally coordinated a date, but when you showed up, I guess you had no voice.
True.
And she said that it was awkward because you couldn't talk, and then eventually he said if you're sick, you can go home, and then you went home, and that's the last he heard from you.
Yeah. Okay.
He also said that he really, really liked you, and you guys talked for like a month or something leading up to the date.
Yeah, we did.
You don't sound like you like him as much as he likes you.
You sound bummed.
Yeah, it's okay if you don't like him. I think he just wants to know.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't feeling good the day that we were supposed to have our date, and I didn't want to cancel on him. So I ended up going to the restaurant And I got there, and I asked the hostess where he was seated, and I look over at the table. He's already there, and he looks nothing like his picture, nothing like any photos.
Wait.
What?
So you hadn't lost your voice? Because you said you just asked the hostess.
Yeah, I had not.
Oh.
And I was just trying to figure out what should I do. I mean, I've been talking to this guy for a month.
Wait, how?
So you feel like he catfished you or something?
I feel like he was trying to portray himself younger than he really is.
Oh.
And
what?
I didn't want to, I just felt guilty for leaving. So I was just like on the fly. I just asked the hostess for a pen and paper, and I'll just say, I lost my voice.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. That's quick thinking.
Very.
No, you guys, that's ridiculous. How different could he have looked? I mean, how old are you talking?
Are you kidding me? Like, easily could be my uncle.
Oh, man.
We're talking mid-40s. I'm in my mid to late 20s.
Oh, gotcha.
And the pictures on his profile were definitely in my age range. So when I saw him, it was quite traumatic. I was like, this is not what I signed up for. I don't know who this guy is. And he barely looks like his photos. I could kind of tell that it was still him.
Why not just cancel on him instead of sitting there acting like you can't talk?
Because all the time we had spent talking already, I felt guilty. I was trying to be nice. I didn't want to stand him up.
Yeah, but you don't owe anything to somebody who's lying to you. I mean, did he outright tell you that he was your age, or is it something you just assumed?
We never had the conversation, but his photos make him look younger. So.
Yeah. It's weird that he wouldn't ever bring that up. Like, if he knows he's using photos from 20 years ago, he's probably going to get caught.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't stay that long on the date, if that's any consolation for you.
He thought you might be faking.
Yeah.
Not having a voice. And I guess you were faking, but he did suspect that.
I mean, it is what it is. He was lying.
I'm not lying. You're lying, Bonnie.
Drew, you're supposed to wait.
What's going on?
Oh, Bonnie, that's Drew. He's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. But apparently, he couldn't wait until I called him into the conversation, Drew.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, guys, but like she can't say that I'm lying. I'm not lying.
But how are you not lying if you put...
Those photos that were on my profile, yes, they were of when I was younger, but those were the best photos. I'm not going to put like a crappy photo of myself on the thing. It doesn't make any sense.
Why did you guys not tell me that he was on the line?
Why did you write on a note card like a sociopath and then say you couldn't talk? If that's what it is, then just say that. I don't know why you went around this crazy...
You know, Drew, I was doing you a favor, okay?
Oh,
I
great,
stayed. I could have left. You could have just been stood up at that restaurant like an average 45-year-old man, but I stayed.
Well, I might be older, but I'm not like a Hannibal Lecter type of person that writes like a. Why couldn't you just say that?
We don't know that.
Hannibal Lecter. Drew, it is kind of weird that you brought up the whole point of how she was gorgeous in real life. Didn't you at any point think like, ooh, I better let her know that I'm significantly older than the photos that I used?
Significantly.
Yeah, just add it in again.
Drew.
Well, it does sound like you're just like fishing for younger women by tricking them online.
No, I'm totally not doing that. What I'm doing is I'm taking the photos that I think best represent my personality.
That's not true. I'm going to paint a photo. I'm going to paint a photo for you. If you were to walk into a restaurant, blind date, and you were going to go meet a woman. Don't interrupt me. I'm not done. Don't interrupt me. I'm not done.
Okay, let's have
and you were
her
supposed
moment.
to see a woman, and then this woman ended up being 65 years old. What would you do? What if she looked old enough to be your mother?
65
You look
years
old enough to be an uncle
First of all, you're
of
being
mine.
hyperbolic. Okay.
Oh, big words.
Oh, do you
big
even know
words.
that? Do you know
Yeah,
what I
I'm not a f***ing idiot. Yeah, I know exactly
Are you
what
sure
you're
you're
talking
not
about.
an idiot? Because you sound like a raving lunatic.
Oh!
That would actually go to a hostess and ask for a pen and paper and then write that like, sorry, I can't talk. Are you, like,
Oh, I'm
were
the
you raised by
lunatic,
wolves?
Drew. You're the one who called me on the radio, you idiot. What else? What else do you have to do?
You moron. Because
my God, both of you.
I had called you, texted you, reached out, and you just thought you could just like do whatever the hell you want. And you, by the
I will.
greaterness of your voice.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is the greatest thing ever.
You're a very entitled person now.
Drew,
Really
just
annoying.
settle it. Drew, how old are you? How old are you, Drew?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, that means you are really old.
Well, I sound a lot younger than you do, sweetheart.
Oh, dang.
I think we have our answer here, Drew. I think you know why.
I don't think we have our answer because you two sound like there's a lot of passion, and I would love to see you guys go out on a second date. Bonnie, would you like a second date with Drew? We'll pay for it.
Why?
Why not?
Don't you want an older man?
Why?
Wait, now you're just mocking her?
Yeah.
He has
exactly what I'm doing.
nothing better to do.
So you're actually 12, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
Drew.
older, but he's not as mature.
I'm happy to do Drew a solid, and I can set him up with one of my mother's friends.
Okay, Bonnie, thank you for your time. Drew, I'm sorry you didn't get your second date, but maybe update your photos online. Maybe that will help.
Yeah.
Shut up, ass. Why don't you update your photos? So you don't look so ugly.
I've tried, but there's nothing that can really help that. Maybe I can borrow your photos.
Hello,
Hi, is Rachel there?
this is Rachel.
Rachel, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, what?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
A radio show?
Yes. It is a morning show,
Uh-huh.
and we're calling you to see if you'll come on the air with us for a few seconds and talk to us.
Why?
Because you recently went out with a listener of ours.
I did?
Yeah. And he emailed us and wanted us to call you and ask why you're not going out with him on a second date.
Okay.
His name is Doug, and I'm sure you probably remember Doug because I'm assuming he's one of the only dates you could have gone on that made a list of things that he likes about you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know Doug.
Yeah, you do. Okay, so Doug emailed us, right? And he told us about your date, said that he had a great time with you, but since your date, he's been getting like one-word responses from you, and it's obvious that you don't want to go out with him again. But Doug really wants to see you and is wondering if he did something wrong when you two went out, and if you wouldn't mind telling us what that is.
He's fine. He was a nice guy. He's just a little different.
Was he too much? Maybe came on too strong, too quickly?
No, I mean, it wasn't that. It was just, if you guys talk to him, can you just let him know that I said thanks so much for the date and that he's a really nice guy?
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk to him about this whole thing, and I appreciate you staying on the phone with us. I do. I just want to ask you, because he told us about everything, and he feels really bad about making a list of the 10 things that he liked about you. Doug, I don't know if he shared with you, hasn't been out on a date in a long time, so he's a little out of practice. You made him nervous because he likes you a lot. Was it the list?
I mean, the list was weird. It was definitely one of my more awkward moments on a date.
Okay.
But, yeah, it was nerves and it was fine, and I understood it. And that was okay. That wasn't the main problem.
Okay, well, do you mind telling us what the main problem is? Doug wants to know.
I don't want to come off as sounding, like, weird and rude and petty, but he kept making really weird faces, like a nervous tick almost, like, I don't know, like Tourette's of the face. It's so hard to explain. It was so weird, and I wanted to ask if there was something wrong with him, but I felt it was too rude to do that.
Yeah, that's understandable. Hey, what's wrong with your face?
Exactly. And, I mean, he was so sweet, and he was clearly so nervous, and he's a good person. I really couldn't see myself doing that.
We don't know much about Doug other than he listens to the show, and he seems like a nice guy when we talk to him. Yeah. Is it obvious that he has a facial tick, or do you think, like, what do you think he was doing with his face that made you so uncomfortable?
Honestly, you guys, I have no idea. It was so weird.
What did it look like?
Like he was in pain. Like every once in a while, it would do this weird, like, grimace thing. But it was just, like, totally random. Like, nothing was going on.
Did you ask him if he was okay? Like, if he was honestly in pain, or?
I did never feel like there was a right time to do that, because it was always kind of in the middle of stuff happening, and all of a sudden he would just throw this face, and I'd be like, but it can't be like that, because that'd be really horrible and rude.
Rachel,
oh my God, I'm sorry, I can't take it anymore. I have to interject here.
Hey, Rachel, that's Doug. He's actually on the other line.
Oh God.
Hey, Rachel.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing.
Are you okay? I mean, really, I can ask you now because I'm not sitting in front of you, but are you okay?
Well, I had a surgical procedure recently, and I thought I was doing a really good job at, like, concealing it, but I was actually in a lot of pain.
What?
And I was, I guess I was just so taken in with you that I was trying really hard to ignore the pain that I was actually in.
Doug, what kind of surgery did you have?
Well, I had a really kind of unfortunate bicycle accident.
Okay.
And so embarrassing to be doing this on the radio. I
basically injured myself downstairs.
You had surgery on it?
Yeah. I was mountain biking with my buddy, and I went off a little jump, and it just landed wrong.
Oh, Doug, you were,
man, that sucks. I'm sorry, dude.
You were talking to her for weeks. Why didn't you just wait?
Well, because she's so wonderful, and I know that if I waited, that someone else would just snatch her up.
Rachel, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think about that? It wasn't a weird face thing it's a weird something else that he has making his face do that.
Oh, geez. That's awful, and I cannot believe you went through our whole date without saying anything. If you were in that much pain, that's crazy.
I was really just trying to focus on the great time that I was having and that I thought we were having.
You are so sweet, but please don't, sacrifice your body for a date.
Rachel, what if Doug would have said, hey, let's go out maybe a couple weeks from now because I got some problems, some strained muscles down south? You would have been pretty understanding about that, wouldn't you?
I mean, I probably would want to know a little bit more about what's going on and, the long-term effects and all that stuff. But, I mean, yeah, don't, throw yourself under the bus on someone else's behalf. That's crazy.
But you're so great, I thought it was worth it.
Doug, is everything going to be working in the future in that department? I'm just looking out for her best interest. That's all.
Yes, the doctor said that I'd be back to 100% in another month or two.
Oh, look at
All right, so
you'll have to take things slow if you guys continue to date.
So, Rachel, would you like to go out with Doug again, knowing what you just learned? We'll pay for a second date if you give him another shot.
Only if he's well enough to go.
Okay, Doug, are you well enough to go on a second date, or do you need a couple more weeks?
I'm good to sit at dinner and things like that, taking it slow, but we couldn't probably do
I think we know what you're saying, Doug. All right. Well, congratulations, and we'll send you guys out on a second date for some dinner. Yes. We'll pay for it, and then anything else is up to you guys and Doug's timeline.
Rachel, I'm so happy. Thanks for giving me another shot. I will definitely make it up to you.
Yeah, he'll make it up to you in about 6 to 8 weeks.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Jordan, please?
This is Jordan.
Hey, what's up, Jordan? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm fine. How are you?
Not too bad. What's going on today with you, Jordan?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You running errands or something? You got laundry to do? I got some laundry I need to do.
I mean, I have work tonight, but
Nice.
why are you guys calling me?
Sorry.
You recently met a dude named Dennis.
Dennis?
Yeah, you met a guy named Dennis at a bar the other day, right? He can throw back Cosmos like a champ.
Oh my God.
Impressed. You were impressed, weren't you?
I mean, with Cosmos, sure.
Yeah, of course. Takes a man to be able to throw down like 5 or 6 Cosmos in one sitting, you know?
Something like that, I guess. I mean, what's the point? Why are you talking about Dennis?
Well, Dennis listens to our show, and we do a segment on our show called The Second Date. So Dennis emailed us because he says that you've kind of trailed off a little bit, and he wants to know if he did something wrong.
Oh, God. I mean, did he tell you what he texted me?
Yeah.
He did. And have you gotten checked?
That's not the right question, Jubal.
No, didn't feel it necessary to get checked.
Oh my God.
So he told you that he texted me about the STD check.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he told us he tried to explain it, but he feels like you think he was lying.
Well, I mean...
Yes. I would.
Yes.
I told him I would feel the same way. Like anybody who's going to get that text from basically he's a stranger. I mean, you spent 1 hour with him. Like, why would you believe him?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's exactly right. So, and then there was, the rest of the stuff that he said, so.
Like when he was,
of the stuff that he said?
When he was trying to tell you that it was meant for his friend Jordan instead of you mean?
No, after that. There was a lot more that he said.
About what? He told us that he sent you that STD joke, and then he was trying to over-explain. It seemed like he was lying. That's all he told us.
Oh yeah, I mean it got way worse after that. I don't know what is up with him. It was really weird.
Wait, how can it get worse than you should go get an STD check that costs $75? That seems as bad as it could get to me.
Oh no, he kept going. He told me a whole bunch of stuff.
Like what?
So he sent, the STD thing, oh my God, sorry, it was a joke, it was a friend, blah, blah. And then he started, without me asking, he was telling me basically, his sexual history.
Wait, like how many partners he's had and stuff?
Yeah, like exactly that. Like he was like, "Oh, I like haven't really been with that many girls," and I was like, "Okay, like that's fine." And he was like, "It was only like 3 women that I've been with." And he's like, and the first time I was a junior in high school, there was this girl, and I only got to second base. And then, like, you know, I didn't say anything because, like, I don't know. I feel like stuff like that's, like, not something you necessarily just tell someone that you've just met.
So wait, like, he did, like, a novel of all of his
This is my last image, y'all.
sexual history back to junior high where he touched some girl's
Oh,
boob.
yeah. I mean, it was talking about, like, and he's like, and then the next time I was in college, and I
Again, reiterating, the models want this. This is something they elected. Just letting you know. Don't come at me.
experimented with a girl. It's like, okay.
What were you texting back to him in the middle of all this? Like, why would he keep going?
When he started doing, like, going back, giving me all these really specific examples, I didn't say anything. Like, I didn't know what to say. I was just kind of like sitting there, like I would start typing, like, oh, that's cool, but I didn't send it. So I'm assuming, like, he just kept going. Like, and then he was like, and the only other woman that I ever did something with was, she was much older, and we didn't go all the way. I was, like, really intimidated, and I didn't know what to do. Like, what to say to a person like that?
I think he was trying to tell you that he wasn't experienced enough to get an STD, even though it only takes one person to give you an STD. Yeah. But I think that, I'm guessing that was him trying to say, see, I'm innocent. Look how inexperienced I am.
That's exactly what I was trying to say.
Oh, shit.
Hang on, Dennis. You're not supposed to talk yet.
Well, wait, is that Dennis on the line?
Yeah, he's on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Sure does.
Yeah, Jordan. I'm trying to be honest and open. That text was so embarrassing that, you know, I felt like I needed to explain myself. And, you know, you responded with ... and I thought that just meant explain yourself. And so, you know, I just wanted to put your mind at ease.
I guess, I mean...
I just wanted to, like, explain my entire history to say, like, the chances of me getting an STD are, like, next to none. In fact, they're none.
Well, Dennis, like, you have to know how weird that is. Like, it's very strange to give away that much specific information to someone you just met about your personal history.
I mean, I'm very excited, you know. You're very beautiful. You're definitely out of my league. So I just, you know, I'm a little inexperienced, and I feel like I gave the wrong message with that initial text.
I don't think it was
the whole message.
Yeah, it wasn't the initial text, Dennis. I think that's the thing. It's all of the texts afterwards are, I think, the nail in the coffin for you.
But I was very open and honest. You got to give me that.
Give him credit. You do have to give him credit for that, Jordan. That is missing, I feel like, in today's world. And I think so. And did you have fun with him at the bar?
I mean, at the bar, yes, but it's just too much, man. It's just way too much. Like,
And Jordan, you got to give him credit because I would be mortified if all of this information was coming out. And he seems cool with everything, you know? Like, you seem like you're pretty solid in who you are, at least, Dennis.
I am solid. You know, I'm nice. I'm honest. I'm very open. And, you know, I'm just not very sexually experienced.
I think we know that now.
I'm nice, honest, and not very sexually experienced. That's the kind of dude that I think you should go out with again, Jordan. Would you like to go out on another date with Dennis? We will pay for it.
I don't know. I mean, sure, I appreciate Dennis that you're, like, an honest guy, but I'm sorry. He's just too, like, socially awkward. Like, he just doesn't know what to say, I guess, in, like, a romantic situation. And quite frankly, that's just not really something I'm looking for, you know? Like, I don't have a desire to be, like, romantic teacher dating person for someone. Like,
I can see
I'm
that,
sorry, but it's just not, it's not what I want.
But if I got better at it, would you be open to revising that statement?
Wow. So
and how do you plan on getting better at it, Dennis?
Yeah.
How do they
I can
keep
just
their
practice.
cool?
Like, I can meet other people, but, you know, you seem really terrific, and
Oh my
if
God, I
I
have
just
to mute
circle
myself.
back,
Huh?
I
feel like Dennis is going to get arrested in some prostitution ring.
I mean, Dennis, like, very sweet of you. I'm very flattered that you've taken such an interest in me, but I won't pretend like I know the future, but I just get the feeling this is just not it for me.
Okay.
Oh.
but maybe, like, if you wanted to use me as a booty call or something.
Use
There you go, Jordan.
That's why he has an STD.
Wait, doesn't that turn you on, Jordan? Aren't you ready for that?
The thought of a very inexperienced man in my bed.
Dude.
You know, sure, why not? If I ever felt like it someday, maybe I'll call you for a booty call.
That's awesome. That's great. I mean, I am totally into that. If you ever want to call, my door is always open.
Oh man! And I bet he's good at dirty
Sounds
talk
like it.
too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Teresa?
this is she.
Hey, Teresa, what's up? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
You mean the radio station?
Yes, I am the
These are
entire
fucking
radio
unhinged.
station.
Yeah, I listen to you guys sometimes. What's up?
Oh, nice.
That's awesome, Teresa. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
If you listen a lot, have you heard the second dates before?
I don't know if I have.
It's a segment we do on our show where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up giving them the cold shoulder after that date, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard one of these, but it was a while ago.
Okay, well, what if I told you that you are now the star of a second date?
Ooh.
You're kidding, right?
No.
No, not at all. Yeah, you recently went out with a dude who calls himself Gator.
Oh my God. So he wanted you guys to call me?
Gator?
Have you just
Ma'am.
been really busy and you haven't been able to get back to him?
Yeah. I mean, can you just tell him that?
Well, if you would have sold that a little more convincingly, maybe, but it's obvious that you were like, yeah,
How do I
sure,
do
whatever.
fine-tune edits
Do you
with
mind
this
telling us
shit?
why you're not calling Gator back?
I mean, I don't want to really say it because it's kind of embarrassing for him. So I just feel like...
If it's the butt shaving thing, he told us about that.
Actually, that was really funny. We had a vent off. I don't know if he told you that, but it was like venting about your exes.
Yeah, he did tell us about it, and he did say that he shared with you that he was mad at one of his exes because she wouldn't shave his butt.
What?
I know. That's ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I was a little like skeptical, but you know, I got to call my ex an idiot. He got to call his ex an idiot, so I thought it was cool.
Oh, you did enjoy it. Okay.
Yeah, I actually did. You should actually try that sometime. It's pretty
Dude,
funny.
I do it a couple times a week. I pay like $100 an hour, though, to do it with the therapist. But anyway, probably even more fun on a date.
Jubal.
So if that didn't bother you, then why aren't you calling him back? Like, what's wrong with Gator?
There's just a weird situation, and I don't know. It was just weird. That I don't know what to say about it.
On the date, a weird situation happened?
So briefly, I go to the ladies' room, and when I come back, there's like a big, or maybe not a big, but a noticeable piece of my food missing. There's like a piece of fish missing from my plate.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, and so I was just like, did this guy really eat off my plate? And it was just like bugging me. So I went to the ladies again.
Oh my gosh, so you're going to test him?
Exactly. So I asked the waiter to walk
Joey.
out of the way because it was like super friendly, and I just thought couldn't hurt. So I come out of the
She's
bathroom,
Joey
and the
from
waiter
Friends.
catches my eye. I go over there, and he says, yeah, he just took a bite out of your roll.
Out of your dinner roll?
Yeah, that's
Joey doesn't
weird,
share
right?
food.
Yeah, that is pretty weird.
So while you were going to the bathroom, he's eating the food off your plate?
Yeah, who does that? Like, that is just, I mean, he didn't even ask me.
Were you like
The
raving about how
audacity.
good your food was and you don't think he could help himself, or
I have no idea what the deal was because, I mean, it's a first date. I didn't want to come out and be
Oh
like,
my gosh.
did you just eat half of my asparagus? What is
I would've
wrong with
just
you?
busted
Let
out
me smell
laughing.
your feet. Like,
I would have
this is
fucking
weird.
laughed.
Oh my
I
god.
like how he
maybe
waits for you to go to the bathroom too, like he's sneaking bites of your food. Like,
Sneaky, strange.
Maybe he was hungry. Those restaurant portions at some of those fancier places are really small.
The bottom line is, this guy was eating off my plate, and it's a first date. We're not like best friends or anything where he's just chomping on my food.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt super weird about it, and it was a huge turnoff.
yeah, I can see that. You know, this might be a turnoff too, but Gator is actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yep.
Oh,
Hi, Teresa.
no.
Oh my God.
First of all, I didn't know you saw that, so real sorry about that.
Oh my God, you are unbelievable. I mean, at least you admitted it. You weren't trying to sneak out of it or anything.
Why are you eating people's food while they go to the bathroom, Gator?
I was hungry. I was nervous all day for the date. Didn't eat lunch. So here we're at dinner.
So you
I
ate.
just grabbed tiny little forkfuls. Remember why my name is Gator? I could have eaten that whole thing in a second.
Oh,
But I
yeah. So you practiced some restraint. That's very nice of you.
Did you not think I wouldn't notice?
I did not. No, I didn't think you would notice. It was tiny little fish forkfuls. Fish gets flaky and spreads out, and you're like, oh, I guess it just fell. Or something. I don't know.
Gator,
Dear
I mean,
God.
there's other ways to go about it. Like you could order an appetizer or ask for another basket of bread.
Well, that was the thing. They took the bread away, and I got hungry. I was embarrassed, be like, hey, bring the bread, more bread. I didn't want to look like a pig. I'm on a date here, so instead of I thought it would be better just to snack a little bit on the plate. I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to look like a pig,
Oh my
you know.
God.
You want to just eat off somebody else's plate while they go to the bathroom.
That's better.
Oh my God.
Tiny amounts, exactly. Yeah.
Tiny
Yeah.
bites.
And I feel bad. This is not what I do. But I did pay for it, so in essence, it was mine. And,
Doesn't mean you eat off her
I
plate,
guess you're right.
Gator.
You were loaning the food to her, I guess.
And that's where you lost me.
Oh.
What? I paid for it. If anything, you were eating my food because I paid for it. So
What?
technically, I was giving it to you, and you were eating my fish. So
I never thought of it like that.
What is wrong with you?
that's the only wrong with
name
me
is
I was
Gator,
hungry. I told you
ma'am.
that. I didn't eat all day, and if we were dating for a long time, this would be no problem. It would be cute. But just because it's the
Yes.
first date, you get
I would agree
all
with
mad.
that.
Well, but also it might be cute if you guys are doing it together and you're not waiting until she goes to the bathroom to steal your food, I guess, but to steal the food off her plate.
Okay, that's a good point. At one point, I was thinking maybe, I'll ask her, but, we're in the middle of a vent off, and it would just be in poor taste.
That would be in poor taste. I mean, here's the thing, Gator. I've also been hungry on a date before, but do you know what I did afterwards? I went and got myself a burger at a drive-thru on the way home. That's how you solve that problem.
There you go.
Well, I also did that, too, because the fish wasn't very big.
Whoa.
How much can you eat, sir?
Yeah.
Well, they call me Gator for a reason, okay? I can eat a lot. I still look good. I'm not called Little Baby Bird.
All right. Well,
All right, well, I don't want to ask this question because I don't want to have to buy you food, but Teresa, would you like to go on a second date with Gator? We will pay for it.
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Oh.
Look, I know you don't want to go on another date with me, but we did have a really good time. The vent off, we were laughing, and I shouldn't have eaten off your plate sneakily. I'm sorry. Next time I'll ask if I can have a bite.
Hey.
Will there be a next time, Teresa?
I feel like you should give him just one more chance.
You had fun.
Yeah,
Okay,
come on.
only if he admits that saying when he paid for the food, it was technically his.
Yeah.
That better have been a joke.
I agree with that.
That was a joke. Bad joke. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, right. Well, we'll pay for it. So the food that you guys eat is technically ours. And I'm going to come over and eat off of both of your plates, okay?
That works. Great.
That sounds good to me.
Yes. Gator is ready to chow down.
All right, you guys, we'll get it all set up and send you out on another date. Teresa, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
She sounds so excited.
And Gator.
I don't even want to know what Gator has to say. That's right. That was fun. That was entertaining as hell. I'd like to edit that way from now on, but I can't stop laughing and edit the fine lines when these people act like idiots. So I guess tomorrow I will be back. I have a boudoir tomorrow, but I will be back to edit the rest of these. Tomorrow's client does not want her stuff to be seen, so it will not be seen and it will not be edited on my live edits that I do daily. But I hope you guys have a great day. I will be back. My appointment's tomorrow at 1, so I'll probably be on at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is what I can count for. 10 to 11 and just edit the rest of these because everything in red needs to be fixed. So, and I got to get these edits out to these girls. And then I've got a maternity that I've got to finish somewhat over here. And yeah, there's a lot going on. But anyways, I hope y'all have a spectacular day and I will see you later.